Tubnet has released a short teaser trailer showing off gameplay for one of their games. It begins with a suspicious group of people taking a container filled with strange crystals which, abruptly explodes. It shows us more of the lore aspect, a news report covering the incident, a group of players riding towards a similar but much larger cluster of crystals, and then it shows us the gameplay. From my understanding, the game appears to work much like its predecessor Bed Wars. You and 3 teammates gather resources, in this case from weak node clusters at your base and strong node clusters throughout the rest of the map, and you can purchase weapons, armor, blocks, and special items to help your team out. Talking about the crazy items, the trailer shows off 6 never-before-seen items that will come into play during games of Crystal Rush, although I'll come back to these later. They also show off some spectacular work from the builders, with 4 giant maps, all vastly unique from one another. Much like Bed Wars, it seems the goal is to protect your team's nexus, the equivalent of protecting your bed in Bed Wars. Unlike Hypixel's Bed Wars, however, this game will likely use the 1.9 plus combat system, which I'm personally a big fan of. As the trailer shows off gameplay for Crystal Rush, you can see players, playing in the background. There are some things to take note of in the background. Up first is 2 players fighting, and it seems that one of them shoots a fireball. Once again, very similar to Bed Wars. I don't want to hammer the point home. This game's like Bed Wars. If you didn't get that already, this game's like Bed Wars. Although I don't want to hammer the point home, you should hammer that subscribe button. That was terrible. I'm sorry. A bit later, a player uses an item to launch themselves into the sky, equipped with an elytra. And last, but certainly not least, an item we actually have a name for, the defense totem. I'm unsure as to why it activates. It could be from damage. The green player does seem to pull out some weird item that I don't really know what it is. But either way, the blue player runs towards the strong node cluster and a large sphere of magic appears, which seems to kill the green player? I don't know. Like I said, there really isn't a lot to go off of here. Once again, this is purely speculation, but going back to the 6 items the trailer shows off, the first one is definitely a fireball. We can all agree on that one, right? The feather orb could be the elytra ability I brought up earlier. The arrow could be a jump boost, maybe. And then the 3 totems are a complete mystery. Maybe one of them is the defense totem, but I'd love to hear what you guys think the totems do in the comments. Although one thing's for sure, it's going to be really interesting to see how well or how poorly this video ages when Tubnet releases in August.